What's going on, dudes and foxy dudettes? I just got a new haircut. Now, that has absolutely nothing to do with today's video. Today we're going to talk about some skills that I think every guy should have, but I figured I would just point out that I got a new haircut. So, let's talk about those skills. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris. Thank you for being here. If you're interested in things that guys should learn, or skills, or style, grooming, fashion, pop culture, any of those things, this is the place to be. Please drop a like, click subscribe. It helps the channel to grow. We're a young channel trying to grow. Every like helps and helps us get where we need to be. So without further ado, let's hop into these skills, these things that guys should learn, because I'm really excited to share some of this with you. So first things first, I'm not gonna lie, some of these things, it may take you a little bit longer to learn. Everybody's different. All these skills should be acquired at some point, but you might be a late bloomer. It may take you a little bit longer. I know some of them, it took me a little bit longer, so I'm not, casting the stone on anybody's glass house. I lived it. I know it can be hard, right? So no need to feel shame. Just work on yourself. That's what this channel at its core is about, is, working on yourself, trying to make you the best version of you that you can be. So without further ado, first thing that you should learn is you should learn the skill of cooking. Now, hear me out. I am not the best cook. I'm also not the most skilled cook. But what I mean by learn to cook is at least learn to make one meal. Something that, that you can make better than, I was going to say anybody else, but at the best of your ability, right? For me, that meal is a steak. I am good at a New York strip steak. As a matter of fact, I showed you guys how to make a New York strip steak. I've gotten many compliments on it. That's my specialty, right? Now, I can cook other things. I've showed you guys how to make some pan-seared pork chops, salmon, chicken wings, a whole bunch of other things. I'm really also good at making some pizza, like homemade pizza. That's also one of my specialties. If you guys want a video on that, let me know. I would love to make a homemade pizza for you guys. But I can make a few things, but I'm not the best cook. I'm not the worst cook, but I can make at the very least, a really good steak. So learn how to make one really good meal. The foxy dudettes dig it. And not only that, you might get hungry at some point in your life and you need to eat. The next one is learn to communicate or get your point across without swearing. Now, I love the F word. Anybody knows me in my real life knows I love the F word. It's one of those things that I'll usually say in jest, or if I'm angry about a situation, but something that doesn't have anything to do with the person I'm talking to. I'll use it with an F-bomb or swear or get my point across. But one of the things that I'm proud of myself for, and I try not to do, although I'm sure I've made a mistake at some point, is I try not to, if I'm angry at a person, I don't swear at them. That's one of the key ways you'll know if I'm really angry, is if I'm telling you I'm angry and I'm not swearing at you. It's just my personality. But I think it's really important to learn to be able to get your point across without relying on a swear word, because while it might not be fun, not every situation is really ready for a swear word, right? Or is appropriate for a swear word. For instance, if you're mad at, your boss or whatever, you're not going to be going, you mother, you got, fill in the blanks. You know what I mean? You can't swear at them. You got to get your point across eloquently. Be nice about the situation. And plus, I know people have sworn at me before when they were angry, and it doesn't feel too good, right? Like, even if you're at fault, somebody swearing at you and saying, bad words, on something that you did just doesn't feel good. So don't put that feeling on anybody else. It shows that you're a more accomplished adult when you can just say what you mean. You know, there's nothing wrong with being angry. Anger is like fire, right? Fire is a cruel master. So anger can be a cruel master, but fire has a good purpose too, right? We use it for heat and everything. Anger is a valid emotion and you can use it, but you have to control it. Don't let it control you. So I implore you, learn how to be angry and get your point across without swearing. This next one is really tough. It's damn tough, but learn to ask for help. As guys, sometimes the pressure that we feel to be able to know it all, to be able to do it all, to be strong enough to lift the whole couch by yourself and pick it up and put it on that truck. You know, sometimes the pressure is real, right? A real man knows when to ask for help. A real mature person knows when to ask for help. And this one goes out to foxy dudettes too. Learn to ask for help. There's nothing wrong with asking for help in whatever you're going through. It's tough. It's something I work on too. I'm not just saying it for you guys, but like asking for help, like if you're struggling mentally, you know, this is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. You know, I would be remiss if I didn't say, like, ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. You shouldn't struggle with a burden by yourself. You should, I'm sure you have people around you that are willing to help you, that want to help you with whatever burden you're going through. And again, it doesn't just stop at mental health. It's in anything you do. If you are having a tough time with, again, picking up a couch or whatever at work, ask for help, okay? There's nothing wrong with asking for help. And if anybody shames you for that, tell them that they're wrong, you know? Like, there's a special place in hell for people like that if they're shaming you for asking for help, okay? So don't take that kind of crap. Put them in their place. You know, do it eloquently like we talked about before without swearing at them, hopefully. But, you know, see, if I see that stuff, that's when I swear at them because I get so angry at that kind of stuff. But, again, no shame in asking for help. These last two are the hardest ones in my opinion. This one is really hard. Like, this takes time to practice and learn. It may sound silly to some people, but it's tough. Learn to read a situation. People are weird. Just flat out. I mean, sometimes people get up in their own head, or, you know, they may be uncomfortable, but they're too, well, lack of a better term, not mature enough to express that. And they'll, you know, act weird and they won't say what's on their mind. And it's up to more mature individuals to read the situation, to know what's going on, because somebody else is not mature enough to just say, look, I don't feel comfortable doing this. Or, no, I don't want to go wherever or over here. They'll just be like, I don't know, maybe, we'll see. No, you gotta learn, you should be able to express what you want. I guess it's kind of a bonus tip, if I'm gonna be honest. A well-rounded tip of the day is be able to express what you want and what you mean instead of beating around the bush. Don't beat around the bush, but you've got to learn to read a situation, because nowadays it's just so tricky. People don't say what they mean, or they'll tell you the opposite, or they give false hope, and it's not cool. You shouldn't be doing that, first of all. If somebody asks you to do something and you really don't want to do it, I mean, there's nice ways. Don't just be like, no, you're an asshole, I don't want to be around you. Of course, don't do that, but just say, nah, I'm not up to going. Don't just be, well, we'll see, or call me later and we'll figure it out, or I'll get back to you. That's my favorite. I'll get back to you, and then it never happens. I feel like I've gone on a little bit of a rant there, but that's what I mean. You got to kind of learn to read what people are actually, what they really mean and what they're intending when they say it, because they will not share what they really mean, as unfortunate as that is. So this last one is probably the hardest one, and the one I've made the most progress on, I would say, for me personally at least, but it's extremely tough. Learn to say no. Now this kind of piggybacks a little bit off of the last one, but learning to say no is, first of all, it's liberating. Like, some people call it people pleasing, where you have a hard time of just, saying yes to everything. Like, oh, even if it's inconveniencing you. I've never felt that way when I would say yes. What I felt was, I like to help people. I like to help people as best as possible. I mean, it's the whole reason why I started this channel, was I really wanted to help guys. That's the bottom line. But sometimes, and it's not like people abuse this, but they need a hand with something, they need help or whatever, and it just, it's hard to say no when you think you're helping somebody, or when you want to help people, right? But sometimes you just have to, for your own perseverance, for your self-preservation. Sometimes you just gotta say no. And one of the things that this channel has helped me with in growing is learning to say no. There's a lot of people who will try to dictate things to you, right? That's how they feel in control. And that was one of the cool things about this channel, was like, it's my project, right? And if people are trying to dictate to me about my project and what I can do, that's not really going to happen. And, they'll tell me, oh, well, this, and this is going to happen. I'm like, no, it's not. No, sorry, no. That doesn't mean you should just do it just for the sake of doing it. I mean, if you can help somebody, then say yes. I'm not telling you to not say yes. I'm just saying, when it doesn't work for you, tell people no. They'll respect you more. I mean, it may take a little bit. They're going to feel offended at first, but once they catch on to the program, they'll respect you a whole hell of a lot more. And again, it's important for your self-preservation. And, think about it. How many times have people told you no? Think about the times that you've asked for something or whatever it is. I mean, think about how many times people have told you no. So other people are doing it. Don't feel bad. Don't be the one that is not doing it. Everybody else is doing it. So make sure to keep yourself in mind. It's good just for your mental health. Again, your self-preservation. It's important to say no. It's a skill you need to learn. Alright guys, I want to know what I missed. So down in the comments, let me know what are some skills that you think that every guy or every person should know. I want to hear from you. I learn from you as you learn from me. I'm always open to learning something new. So please, definitely let me know. And with that being said, we will see you guys next time. Please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, do all the social media things. Help me fight the YouTube algorithm. Ring the bell. Be sure to check out thewellroundeddude.com. The website is really the hub of everything that we do here. There is links to old videos. There is some offers from some brands that work with us that believe in me, believe in you. You'll find our Amazon merch page there, or influencer page, some items that I've curated that I think would really help you out. And our merch page is there. We actually do have a merch page. It's separate from Amazon. It's been a long day and I'm tired. But the merch page, you can get a Well-Rounded Dude t-shirt or a coffee mug or backpack or water bottle or you name it. We've got a lot of stuff there. And you can save a little bit of dough with the discount code DUDE15. And with that, I should go to bed. It's late. I'm tired. I need my rest. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out with me. Peace.